Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a recreation of a makeup look that Makeup by Ariel did on Kim Kardashian for the Oscars. I've been wanting to do this for a while, honestly. Sitting down today to do it. It's a little bit late for me, but I still really wanted to create this Vanity Fair red carpet makeup look. I thought it was beautiful, and Ariel actually broke it down on his TikTok exactly what he used on Kim, and I have almost everything that he used, so I thought it'd be perfect time to follow along and see how this makeup looks like on me. It looked flawless on Kim. If you like the sounds of this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up as it helps out my channel. Also hit that red subscribe button and the bell if you want to be notified of all my future videos, and let's jump into this recreation.
Luckily, when working with Kim, she walks in with super hydrated skin, but to prep her skin, I use the Creme de la Mer moisturizing cream along with the vitamin enriched eye base from Bobbi Brown. And to make sure that her lips are nice and hydrated, I use the Laneige sleep mask.
To start off, well, I didn't walk in with hydrated skin, so we need to get that step done. And I do have the Creme de la Mer moisturizing cream. I actually really like this stuff. I've mentioned this a couple times on my channel, and you only need a pea-size amount of this product. And the key to the La Mer products is you really need to warm it up with your fingertips. So you don't want to just go in with the moisturizer, because I know a lot of people say it doesn't spread easily. That's because you need to warm it up. It definitely can go on a lot better if you warm it up first, and that's how it's intended to be used. And then I also recently got this from Bobbi Brown and PR. It's the vitamin enriched eye base. I love the face base, and I was so excited to try this out. This came to me just after this tutorial was posted. I'm like, yes, I can actually use this. I was going to buy it during the Sephora sale and I held back. So now I have it. It's so nice. I like it just as much as the face base. I personally would have done my eyes first, because I find sometimes I have to clean up my under eye and then it kind of wipes this off. So I might have to go back in if I get a little bit sloppy with the eye makeup. Then I already have a little bit of this on my lips. I'm gonna put on some more. And it's the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. I usually only ever use this at night for myself. And he showed the berry one, which is the original one. This is the grape one, which is now permanent. It's the best one out there. If you like grape candy, grape smelling things, it is so good.
For brows, we went with a little bit more of a straighter look. To achieve that, I used my Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil in the shade 3.5. I carved them out with this Shape Tape Concealer in the color Tan Sand. And of course, to carve them out, I used my A19 brush for my Morphic Lab. This flat edge really comes in handy.
Then for brows, he used the Benefit Precisely My Brow and created a straighter look. I just did my typical brows straight look, and I will be carving out with the Tarte Shape Tape and his A19 brush. I love this for carving out my brows. I normally just carve out the bottom of my brows, but we're gonna actually go ahead and carve out the top today too. I believe he does this. He doesn't specifically say, but he does say carve out the brows. This will actually honestly help me because sometimes I don't get my foundation close enough to my brows. It looks really bad. So maybe I should continue to do this step. It does look really good.
On the eyes, Kim wanted to keep it really simple. She just wanted a clean liner, so not a lot of eyeshadow. Instead of doing crazy eyeshadow, I used this cream bronzer from Rare Beauty in the shade Always Sunny, and I cut it to create that cut crease with the Makeup Forever concealer in the shade 34 using my little A18 brush.
Ariel just used creams for Kim's eye makeup look. I tried doing this yesterday, and I'm honestly better with powders for the eyes, but we're going to show you today. And I do have the Rare Beauty bronzer sticks. I don't have the Makeup Forever concealer, but I'm just going to use the Tarte Shape Tape again with the brush that he mentioned. So starting off with the bronzers, I don't have Always Sunny, but I do have Full of Life and Power Boost. I was considering mixing these two. We'll see how it goes. Kim has a pulled out winged look. Kind of goes straight up from here. So that's kind of the shape we're going to create. Then clean it up with a wipe after. I really love the tone and how that blended out. I feel like it does need to be a little bit darker, especially since we will be setting a translucent powder on top. I feel like that tones down the tone a little bit. So take a little bit of the deeper shade. Just gonna build that up slightly. Taking some more of that Shape Tape concealer and the A18 brush, just going to carve out the crease. So far, this is a really soft look. I'm gonna go ahead and play the next part. just setting it with powder, I believe.
To set the eyeshadow application that I created with the creams, I used the Laura Mercier translucent powder and my A14 brush and just locked it in place.
We have the Laura Mercier powder and the A14 brush, just going to lightly set this in place.
To create that beautiful clean crisp liner that she has, I used the Inglot number 77 gel liner. It is the blackest black gel liner I've ever used. And instead of going like straight out this way, we kind of lifted the eye and then went straight across through her eye.
I used to have the Inglot 77 gel liner. I never use gel liner. I'm not that good at it, if I'm to be honest, but I have one from Sigma. It's really nice and black. It's in the shade Wicked, and I'm going to attempt to do some gel liner with the technique that he suggested. Everyone hold your breath. Actually don't, this might take a while. We might all die.
So for the stars of the show, I mixed a little bit of these two Sensual Skin Enhancers from Kevyn Aucoin in the shades 12 and 13 with the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation in the shade Valencia.
I have both of those products mentioned. Actually just picked up the Kevyn Aucoin. I used to own this. I couldn't find it, so I purchased this. And I used to have it when it had the brown packaging, so now it has a clear bottom. I don't know if you have used it that long. It's been years since I've used the Kevyn Aucoin. So I actually find this the easiest to do if I go in with the NARS first and then quickly go over with the Kevyn Aucoin. So I'm going to do that without talking because this is really hard to blend on my skin. I need a lot of hydration underneath, and my skin has been prepped, but this would work better if I prep my skin prior to using it. So if I put this down first, it's gonna go on a lot better. So trust the process. I'm actually using the shade Valencia like he used on Kim, but I have a different shade in the Kevyn Aucoin which matches my skin tone, and it's SX08. The Kevyn Aucoin is super thick. You'll see it go on my skin. Just gotta be quick. This color will match my skin better. It adds so much coverage. It is flawless. I forgot how flawless this was. This skin with that Kevyn Aucoin just took it to that next level, like he said. Now we're gonna go in with concealer.
For concealer slash highlight, I chose NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer because it never fails me. It's my good old faithful in the shade Tiramisu.
I have the shade Custard in the creamy concealer. Just opened a brand new one. I was scraping my old one. So we're gonna use that to conceal.
For her cream contour, I wanted to make sure that the contour was a little warm, but not too warm. So I mixed a cooler tone from By Mario in the shade Medium and Rare Beauty in Always Sunny, which is a lot warmer.
This look is so far giving me bridal. I'm loving it. And I do have both those products, just a different color in the Rare Beauty. I'm going to cream contour the face. It looks super seamless, her contour and bronze for this. So I'm just going to do a little bit of the contour at the back portion of my cheeks, but it's mostly looking like a seamless bronze look. Of all the products that have gone viral on TikTok, this Rare Beauty bronzer stick is one of my top 5. It is that good. So easy to blend out. The colors are perfection. I love it. Super user-friendly. Anyone could use it. Definitely gave that seamless bronze look to the skin. I do want to try out the shade Always Sunny though. I think that would be even more perfect. I'm just going to let this concealer hang out there so that my nose is a little more contoured like Kim's. I know Ariel does it. He didn't mention specifically contouring the nose, but I've seen him do this technique, so we're just going to let it hang out there.
For her blushing cheeks, I used this liquid blush from Rare Beauty in the shade Happy.
For blush, loving this blush from Rare Beauty in the shade Happy. I've done the TikTok trend where you mix it with your concealer and make it really pink underneath the eyes. And it's just beautiful as a blush shade. It went viral for Kim, and for that reason, it's just an all-over great product. I'm gonna put this on the back of my hand, use the butt of my beauty sponge, and we're going to work that into the cheeks to give that beautiful flush pink look.
I then set her under eye lightly with this MAC Studio Fix Press Powder in the shade NW25.
You then use MAC Studio Fix Powder in NW25. I have NC25. It has the same formula, but it is more yellow tone, which I believe you really need to get that pinky cooler tone to the under eye. So I actually have Light 5 from One Size and the Turn Up the Base powder foundation, which we'll also be using all over the face. This is a neutral rosy tone, which I think will just work a little bit better. This might be a little dark compared to what Kim has, so then I figured we're gonna go over a bit with the MAC powder just to give that same look and have that same sort of finish. Just a little mix of them both.
I feel like this is really what took it there. I used the Turn Up the Base foundation powder from One Size Beauty in the shade 4G and 5G.
I have one of the shades which will match me better. I'm not 5G, but 4G seems to work pretty well for me from the One Size powder. He didn't say what he used. Normally I use a powder puff to press it into my skin when I really want to take it there because that gives really good coverage. But I'm going to use the A21 from his brushes and set the face. If you have texture or pores, this is going to give you a flawless looking base. I can definitely see how this took it there because it does that for me. It really does a great job at smoothing the skin.
Powdered contoured her face with the discontinued product. It's a KKW Beauty bronzer, so any bronzer will do.
Then he powdered bronzed the face to bronze and contour. I'm just going to lightly do that with my MAC Gimme Sun. You'll be proud to know that she's almost done. I was using this for my Project Pan, which I haven't done this year. She's almost there. So just gonna lightly do this. I do already feel like I have enough bronze to my skin. It looked very seamless. What he doesn't mention in the video is that he did go over with the Poppy blush from By Mario collection. I'm going to use the shade Flirted Up from the Sephora collection brand. I know he uses these blushes too, and I don't have that one from Makeup by Mario. It was out of stock at the time, else I would have got it. And this is his A22 brush, which is my favorite brush that he does.
I cut up these Kiss Lashes called Ruffle and put some mascara on.
To finish off the look, I do actually have those lashes in Ruffle, which I'm going to be cutting up and putting on my eyes. These look way more dramatic on my eyes than on Kim. I've used these in a video before, but we're gonna complete the look with these. He also didn't mention how he did put some shadow or something underneath the lower lash line and something to brighten up the inner corner. Also, there looks like there's highlight down the nose, so I'm going to blend that out, obviously, my concealer, put some highlight and match the inner corner. Finish off the lashes, a little bit of mascara, the under eye, all of that to match what he did to complete this look. And for the lips, I don't have the Anastasia lip palette because that was also out of stock at the time. I will be trying to recreate a Kim K sort of look using her now discontinued lipsticks. I figured that would be the best match for it because it was her brand. Cannot wait for her to relaunch, honestly, because I love the KKW brand. For the lips, I'm just going to take a few things from the KKW beauty range just to try and recreate the shade that he did from the Anastasia palette, or was it Mario? Can't remember. One of the lip palettes. I could watch it over again. I'm gonna start off my lips with the lip liner in Nude 2. This is how I sharpen it. I shake it out like this. It goes down. I love the formula, but the packaging on this sucks. He goes over the Cupid's bow. And I'm going to put on Classic Kim. And his is a little lighter and peachy, so I'm going to go in with Honey One. Still needs to be more peachy, but best I could do. So here is the finished Kim K and Ariel look. What do you guys think? I love how the overall look turned out. There's a couple steps kind of missing from it that I kind of had to fill in and complete. But I do feel like it turned out really nice, close to the original. And I feel like I'm honestly ready for a wedding at this point. It's very glam. I love how natural and blended everything, well, not natural, but naturally blended things look. This is definitely not a natural look. We're caked up right now. It just enhances everything. The complexion is flawless. I would love to get the lip palette just to create that exact lip, but this is the best I could do with what I have. And the lashes look really pretty. I like them a little bit more compared to the last video I did. I cut off less for the lashes in this video. Let me know your thoughts on this recreation. I've done videos like this similar in the past where I follow along to other people's techniques, and it's always nice to see how they look like on my face and learn some new little tips and tricks along the way. So thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. I wish I could have got it up like a month earlier, honestly. Let me know if there's any products from this video that really stood out to you that you want to pick up. I was actually really excited to use the Kevyn Aucoin again because I hadn't used that in years, since blogging days, honestly. So that was a product that was really personally exciting for me to use for this video, but just love doing this, following along. So thank you guys so much for watching, for spending some time with me today. If you have not already, I would love for you to join the family here by hitting the red subscribe button, the bell if you want to be notified of all my future videos, and I will see you guys in my next video.